Welcome to No Tooth Tony Interviews. The purpose of this channel is to give women a chance to share their voice without any judgment. Please respect all of the guests featured on my show. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alright, so today we have Miss Elena, aka Miss AlainaLovllee, and she is the first model of the Sauce Gang. She is also a mother of two. She is a mother first, and that's first and foremost. Yes, ma'am. She is an aspiring model, and now she is starting to get into the makeup and cosmetic industry. Before we start, I would like to tell Miss Elena, thank you so much for coming on my show. I would also like to give a huge shout out to the entire Sauce Gang, ENT, and especially a huge shout out to Mr. Yes, ma'am. And I also have to give a yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I also have to give a huge shout out to Mr. Yayo Santana because without him, I wouldn't have known anybody who from the Sauce Gang. Before we start, I would also like to say, Mr. Santana, ever since I met him, he's been treating me with the most utmost respect, and every conversation or every business venture that me and him had has been nothing but professional at its fullest and its finest. And I would like to tell Mr. Santana personally, thank you, because you starting off with me early whenever a lot of people didn't, and it's like you showing me you doing nothing but you're showing me the good way of business the whole time, and I'm not even knowing it. I'm thinking that for real, like he really helped mold me and my channel, and he don't even know it. So I gotta let that be known. Man, Mr. Santana has sent me so he's done sent me 100 followers, but he done sent me about 5 interviews already. Like, man, I appreciate him. And he always showed me love. I'm sorry. But yeah, I had to give a huge shout out to Sauce Gang, because without them, I wouldn't have been able to interview Miss Elena. And Miss Elena. And now I gotta tell you, thank you for giving me the opportunity early in the morning, ready to work, ready to get it. And yes, oh, I'm up too, for sure. Yes, ma'am, I'm ready. I've been anticipating this for a while. I want to tell you thank you again for coming on my show. And can you please introduce yourself?
I am Elena, better known as AlainaLovllee on my social media platforms. I'm pretty much just, a city country girl from the South, just, love herself, love myself, and just all about being pretty and getting that money, hustling, handling business, taking care of family. That's me, all the way.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Elena, my first question for you is, how is it being a mother?
It's cool. It's challenging because I'm pretty much just trying to learn myself and trying to teach somebody else. You know, trying to teach them not to go take the wrong mistakes in paths that I've taken. It's really it's challenging. It's you're learning every day. So I like it. I love it. It's family. I'm all about family, and just knowing that somebody from me, from my own blood and womb, that shit is beautiful, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. You gotta watch humans grow up, and you're the main source of them, making it. Shit, pretty much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I understand. That's a great answer. My next question for you is, what has been your 3 most favorite memories so far being a mother?
Just being a mom. Oh my gosh. Just three.
Or you can say as many as you
Cause
would
I
like.
got so many. Look, I have so many. Okay, so I'm gonna say my first would be my oldest, he is going on 6 years old. Him being potty trained, that's a huge accomplishment. That's getting them into being able to take care of themselves, for them to be, so that they can know like what's going on with their own body, be able to acknowledge that. That is amazing for sure. Two, I don't know. Oh my god. Okay,
It's okay.
two would have to be when
Take your time. Take your time.
my
Take your time.
oldest. I know, right? It's so much that I could choose from. Okay, so my second one would have to be when my oldest he started to get used to going to school, being away from me. It's it was very hard for him to do this, but one morning, he was able to just let me go. Say I love you, see you later, and he was like, okay, cool, without throwing a fit. Because those dropping the kids outfits, that ain't you ain't never seen nothing like that. I'm telling you, it make you feel bad to the soul that you gotta leave them, cause they going crazy, losing it. But no, yeah, that's another good one. And my last one would have to be with my baby, my little baby. He's able to talk. He can talk now. He can tell me what the hell. He can tell me yes or no. That's all I
That's
need.
all he need.
Trying to figure out what another human wants, and they just going ballistic. You trying everything in your heart to satisfy this person, and they're just like, hell no, nope, going crazy. But now he can tell me. He's able to acknowledge what he needs and wants.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now this is Mr. Santana, who I was talking
Oh
about
yeah.
earlier. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Santana, I would like to tell you thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to enter about 5 members of the Sauce Gang already. You done sent me the whole squad. Like, I appreciate you. You done got me 100 followers off the muscle.
We try to go like the internet, man. We try
No
to get,
doubt.
we try to go everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And man, with your help, man, I know we're gonna make it, man. We gonna help you too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
This
be
is one of
shiesty
the
the
reasons why I
motherfucking
told you.
done.
Be
Be
shiesty
shiesty.
the motherfucking gun. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got the
ma'am.
whole gang
The
here.
whole gang.
Oh,
I
I'm gonna go get that for you.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
yeah,
say what.
yeah.
the whole gang in this joint. What it do, man? I told you. What it do? Everybody here.
This awesome.
That's what
What's
I said.
how you doing, Miss
We
Shiesty?
going hard. The headboard beating a wall. My legs shaking like a drum. I'm on the ladder. You put your finger in my butt. My toes curling, boy. I'm stuck and not like it rough. Put one leg up on your shoulder. Stand up in the slow motion. Then speed it up. Going down until you nut. The cover soaking like an ocean. Grabbing my thighs so we can go another round. Like Lord said, lay it down. Spreading my legs. My arms wrapped around your head. You start sucking on my neck.
Yeah, yeah, Miss Jordan, the motherfucking model too. Yeah, Mr. Everybody, Mr. Ken, all y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all
What it do?
doing, man?
What's up? What's good? What's happening
Man,
with the Memphis Hip Hop Awards, man?
for real, man, I appreciate everything y'all done did for me, man. Y'all really looked out for me like I'm y'all little brother or something. And Miss Ashley
Hashtag
Aiko,
Eco. We stay
Miss
with
Miss
three
Ashley,
hoes. You know what? Not
everybody,
two, three hoes,
Miss
but
Ashley,
when I'm probably at about three hoes. Yeah.
everybody talk about you, Miss Ashley.
Yeah, we
Everybody.
know what's going on. Yeah, big AB in this whole man.
Yeah.
The whole gang. The whole gang number bad, bitch. Oh, we ain't playing with me and hoe. You pretty playing. Listen, to get with it and get lost, bitch.
Yeah.
Whole lot of it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So who ain't got to say what they want to say? I want to make sure y'all say everything y'all want to say. Hey, Miss Ashley, you trying to?
Why motherfucking in Nuko? Quit playing.
Hey, Miss Ashley, you want to spit something? Yeah. Hey, Miss. Hey. Okay. So, Miss Ashley or Miss B Shiesty, would you like to spit another song?
Be shiesty. That's all. What you say?
I said, would you like to spit another song?
Why I in the cut, man, like a bad thing.
I said, would you like to spit another song?
You got something to say? You got something to introduce yourself? Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, man, some more South gang members coming to the door, man. Yeah, my nigga, man, I just mind my wife.
This ain't me there, man. That's a whole lot of
Yeah,
time.
Ken the model, man. We got him all in here.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, you
somebody
know what?
spit something.
Y'all
Somebody
let these
spit
folks do it.
something.
Come on. Y'all let these folks come through here.
Cash, we got cash candy in this hoe.
Hey, somebody spit something. Somebody spit something.
Somebody spit some. He wants somebody to spit some.
Hold up. Beefing with me is a trend. These stupid bitches don't even want me to win. Worry about me being gay as a sin. You say you my cousin, but we ain't no kin. Stupid ass hoe trying to ride my way. Ha ha ha, little bitch, you play. I'm gonna play my car right, bitch. This fake. All the fucking trees and you still gonna shade. Yeah, big bitch don't like me. Wanna fight me. Try to find a hoe, she stumble my life. Don't play with me cause I don't take this life. Yeah, I'll admit I can get a little shy. Other people hoes that talk about a baby. Think my gone ugly bitch is crazy. Hard on the internet, get it so fake. Wanna see you with GK, keep you basic.
Yeah.
Had a CEO jumping off a bitch van, maxed out on me, started fucking my plan. Took all the money, I ain't even had to dance. How I'm making nigga, you a thing, I ain't stand. Another super friend said she turned her back on me. You know the fake shit, a real bitch, don't condone it. Talking that shit to her up, you a phony. All on her face, riding on the bitch pony. Yeah, and I'm drunk as hell. And I'm drunk as hell. Quit playing. And I'm drunk as a motherfucker, I tried.
All right. I make the
Yeah.
same hop. I ain't never sold a 10 rock Lamborghini on Blaze. I'm about to call lamb chop. Somebody cut off his legs. I can't stand car. Serve a nigga watching to get a load of these shell rock. Bring on the bacon, collard greens, and the ham hock. Still sign a contract with my jam Hancock. Nigga trying to purchase the product without a reservation. My window tinted like an Indian reservation. Slide, yeah. Yeah, man. Slide. Whole lot of shit. You know what it is. We turned up, man. Y'all give that motherfucker that.
Drunk as a motherfucker, quit playing. Drunk as a bitch, feel good as hell. You be on my level. Get with the gang and get loud.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, they need his hell.
Okay, so
That ain't
now
stuff for sure.
shout out to the whole Sauce gang, man. Shout out to the whole Sauce gang 901 out of Memphis, Tennessee. Man, okay, so now it's back to Miss Elena time. Um,
Yes.
all right, so Miss Elena, my next question for you is, how long have you been a model?
I have been modeling for about 5 years. Yeah, I started probably 2014, I want to say. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. The thing is, though, I just been really inconsistent with it. It's so crazy, but yeah, I've been modeling for a minute.
Yes, ma'am. What made you first get into modeling?
I don't know. I started getting more in tune with my appearance. Really liking how I look. So I just started taking pictures. Pretty much when Instagram started getting like big and stuff. I don't know. And then people just started hitting me up saying that they want to shoot with me in the city and stuff. Pretty much people that I knew too. And I was just like, shit, why not? You know. And then when I did it, I just got so much. I got really good feedback from a lot of people, and it looked good to myself. So I was like, yeah, why not? It was fun, and I was good at it. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am. I think that's awesome.
yeah.
My next question for you is, what? Okay. What have been your three most favorite memories so far being a model?
Um, I want to know when I got my first prints back. Actual pictures, like not on my phone, not through email. Like I actually got the actual picture. I was like, yo, this shit dope as hell. Like I look good. Like I didn't even know. So yeah, that was lit. And my second was when I was on shoot. I was on a photo shoot with several different other women, different colors, different sizes. Like they was dope as fuck, and it was real cool. Like I got to meet different photographers. It was cool. Oh my god, it was cold as hell, and I had a photo shoot outside. It was probably 45. 40 degrees. And I know I used to watch America's Next Top Model all the time, and they used to model in the most strenuous environments ever. Like real ass models trying to get that look. And I'm just like, I'll never do some shit like this. But I was outside cold as hell with nothing on but a t-shirt and like some jogging pants. Like the shit was crazy. I was cold as hell, but I got through the day though, and the shit look was fire. I pretty much showed myself like, damn, like it don't matter what you being faced. Like, come on now, you can get the job done. Like the shit is gonna get done, and it's gonna look good, good. And you're not even gonna look like you went through the shit that you went through to get the shit done. You hear me? Like, push through it for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what are some things that you had to find out later on being a mother that you wish people would have told you when you first started out?
I know my main thing is just pretty much being sociable, networking. You have to network since you get your name out, especially now. Like, who don't want to model? Like who don't want to get into the entertainment business? Come on. So you have to network, and I really wish that I would have done that. But if I decide to really get serious about it and really want to push this, that's gonna be my main thing that I'll have to work on for sure. Networking. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, my next question for you is, how long have you been in the cosmetic industry?
I want to say for a long time. I used to dance. Like I used to be a ballerina. Like I used to do jazz, tap, all that in school when I was probably 8, 9 years old, all the way up to 16.
What?
So when I used to have my recitals and stuff, did nobody pay a makeup artist? Like they either had their mom to do it, their friend, or themselves. And guess what? Which one I chose? Myself. I started out doing makeup when I was probably in the 6th grade. Lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, probably look crazy as hell, but you know, I look, I went with what I had, and shit, I started ever since, and I never stopped using makeup. I've always been a fan of it. Of course, I don't wear it every day because we gotta have self love, but makeup is for sure like a love and a passion for me, for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. My next question for you is, um, what is your makeup business called?
Okay, so Yayo, he actually helped me with this name. We were just sitting up talking about what I wanna talk about what I wanna do, like always, cause my mind is just always working, and his is too, and he always trying to motivate and shit. So I'm like, I want to do makeup and stuff. Like I don't even know what to call it, and I gave him my own name, like my own idea. He was like, no, you should do Elena's Touch of Class. And I'm like, I fucking love that. I love it. Because that's my look. Like, I'm always trying to go for the classy, chic, simple, like, like Halle Berry, Tyra Banks type look. Like, I love that shit. So yeah, I really feel like classy describes my style and my aesthetic for sure. So Elena's Touch of Class, that's me all the way. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Elena's touch of class.
Yep.
Okay, so my next question for you is, what types of products or services does Elena's touch of class offer?
Okay, so right now we're just offering basic full glam, the whole foundation, like contouring, making sure the shadows, making sure your photo ready. That's pretty much all we do right now. Yep.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
maybe later on I can get into more of selling my own merchandise, creating my own formulas and stuff. That would be cool as hell. I would love to get started with that. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I've interviewed some women in my past on this channel who
Yeah.
make their own lip gloss and cosmetic wear. So if you ever need some people to get in contact with, please let me know, and I'll
Oh,
definitely
for
try to
sure.
put you with the right positive people, for sure. But
Yeah.
but yeah, my next question for you is, what have been your three most favorite memories being a makeup artist so far?
All right. So, all right. So my very first one would have to be when I did my makeup for a certain shoot. I think it was for City Gear, and this photographer, he was based out of Atlanta, but he just so happened to be in the city. Well, he's always in the city, but not often. Like he's here, but not here. So he gone all the time. So anyway, he hit me up, and I was just like, hell yeah, let's do the shoot. And of course, I did my own face. And he, during the shoot, he was like, "Yo, who did your makeup? Like, who did you go to before you came here?" I was just like, myself. Like I did it. He was like, "Wow, like it's amazing. I don't have to do that much editing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn. And I'm not making this shit up. Like
For real.
everything. The photographer's name is. Oh, I can't
It's
remember.
okay. It's okay.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Damn. He is based out of Atlanta and he does all city gear shoots. Like he's amazing. I can't remember his fucking name.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
crazy.
It's okay.
Oh, on Instagram. All right. So his Instagram is at Ralph Photography. He gonna pull up. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
He's lit.
That's awesome. Shout out Mr. Ralph Photography, man.
Yep.
My
And my
next.
second,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, my second memory would have to be this shit is tough.
I know you've been doing it since you was in sixth
I just
grade.
started. No, like okay, so I don't have three memories because I really just started makeup. I really did. I do have two though. So my second memory would have to be when I did my first face and she loved it. I had a client. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What type of look did you give her?
What kind of what?
What type of look did you give her?
Oh, it was her birthday. So we pretty much just did full glam. I did her whole face, the whole 9 yards, and then we did like a pink glitter on the eyes and a really good contour. She was really pretty. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. My next
I actually
question.
posted it on my Instagram.
Yes, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know she was happy. I know she was happy. That's
Yeah, she
awesome.
was.
Oh, I know you was happy too. That's awesome.
I was so nervous when I started.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
I was shaking because I'm actually doing somebody else's face and they trust me. Like come on, like
Yes,
it
ma'am.
was a good feeling, and they were very satisfied in the end. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. What was okay? So, what is your favorite type of makeup to do?
I want to say natural for sure. Like I love the whole natural beat. Really, sophisticated, really subtle, not too loud. I don't like loud stuff. I like really, quiet nude color. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what types of modeling do you do?
I dibbed and dabbed and walked and runway. I really didn't, master in that. So just go with the poses and stuff and the whole facial expressions. It's pretty much what I, master in for now. There's always room to learn and train. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
Um, my next question for you is, how did you and Mr. Santana meet?
Okay, I can answer that. It's okay. All right, so it was at an old job of mine. He came in and uh like I don't know. I was watching him. He was like or whatever. Yeah, he was okay or whatever. And he slid me like a note. He was like, I don't know, can you call me with a box and yes or no? And I'm just like, what the fuck? That's how I remember it. And I was like, come on now. But he got me. He was very charming or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much how it went. It was a whole little romance story, little love story.
That man smooth. He slid you a note and got you hooked. That's what I'm talking about. That's cool.
Nah, for real though. For real. He was just being himself, being sweet and shit.
Man,
So I was just like, shit.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so what have been your three most favorite memories with Mr. Santana so far?
I don't want to talk about
Next
that. I
question.
don't
Next
want.
question. My next
Next
question for
question.
you is, uh, how is it being a part of the Sauce Gang?
How was it?
How is it? Well, how was it? How is it? Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So it was cool. It's cool. Like I'm pretty much just learning every day. Learning how to work as a team, listening to other, feedback, and just pretty much being a unit. That's a learning, situation, especially after working with just yourself. Um, it's really motivating, because everybody in the South game, they got a goal. They got a talent, and they working towards their goal and using that talent. So, yeah, it's pretty much just the inspiration.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, that's awesome. I cannot believe all on came in the camera and just talked
Nah,
their
for real,
thing.
and they weren't playing, like not letting up. You hear me? Like Yayo had to say, "I, y'all," because they gon' everybody finna just show who they are as they should. Like at all times. Like why hide that? Why, man? Look, you gotta be the one to stand out. And when the opportunity is shown, like you gotta take it. Like why not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yep.
ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. I agree with you 100%.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
my next question for you is, what have been your three most favorite memories with the Sauce Gang so far?
Alright, so the first one would for sure have to be when we had our first print. When we Yayo drew out every design, like dead ass. In the beginning, he drew out every single design, and we finally decided which one that we wanted to use. And it's like the model, the pretty girl. It's amazing. So he sent over the drawing to the dude, and we went over there, and he had all the shirts and stuff made, and I was just like, damn, like this shit look good, and this shit is like for real. Like you you got this vision, and you for real finna make this shit happen. Like it don't matter who see this shit, who don't see it. Like for real, like it's finna be made. We finna make this shit happen. Like and that's just period. Like that shit was lit. It's a good feeling, and that shit was back in 20. I want to say 20. It's not that long ago. 2018. Yep,
That's
2018. That
awesome.
was, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. So you saying the first Sauce Gang T-shirts been made
Yes.
from him making up on the drawing? That's
Huh?
from him bringing making it up on the drawing. Like
Seriously, that shit was lit.
I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome, man. Mr. Santana, he talented and he got an ear, man. He know what he doing. That's all. I don't know how he
Nah,
do it,
for
but he
real.
know what he doing for
Yep.
sure. He doing this thing, man. I gotta salute him. Okay, so what are some upcoming events for the Sauce Gang this year?
I know for a fact because they always got some stuff going, but I know
Always.
for a fact we have a show on the 5th of March, the 5th or 6th of March. They're doing a showcase. Ashley Aiko, Warren Nuko, he's gonna be performing. PLB Ken, he gonna be performing. It's gonna be lit. Like AP. Oh shit, AP tomorrow, Sunday, February 28th. That's Sunday's day, right? Yeah. She gonna be performing at a club called Status in Memphis. Lit as hell. She's gonna be a special guest. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. How do you keep up with all these dates?
I don't even know, cause I got the worst memory ever. But on the real though, Yayo send me every fucking thing, whatever flyer, like everything he sends it to me, to my messages. So whatever he send me, I'm paying attention to. Period. So so I'm reading it, and look, I don't know. I guess it's just selective memory. It just locks in my fucking head. I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It don't matter how you remember, as long as you do. That's all that matters. Um,
For real.
yes, ma'am. My next question for you. Well, I would like to give another shout out to Mr. Santana just for winning or being nominated for the Memphis Hip Hop Awards.
Yep.
Can you say what he was nominated for? Cause I think
Yes,
he had
he was
like three or four
nominated.
different nominations.
Okay, so the one that I knew about was Hustler or slash Manager of the Year. He for sure got nominated for that, and I can understand why, because he always looking out for his folks. Period. His fam. The other nomination, not sure of, but one of our Sauce Gang members, Ashley Aiko with 3 O's. She got nominated for Most Dope, and she won Most Dope. Because, that's just her. That's her swag.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so Miss Elena, my next question for you is, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm listening.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
What do they say about Geminis?
Alright. So, like, they say a lot, whatever. But no, the main thing is that we're the twin zodiac. Like, we can be two different people sometimes. Which is not true, because I can be more than two people. Like, I can seriously be like 10 different people. Like, dead ass. I'm not even joking. Like I know this shit because I've watched myself do it. Be like that. It's crazy. But no, like we're just down to earth people, very intelligent, like knowledgeable, good listeners. You know, like because we're always thriving to learn, thriving to be able to talk about the next big thing, like dead ass. I already know that because I like teaching other people as well. But yeah, Gemini are cool, down to earth ass people. Lit, cause I'm lit. So yeah,
Yes,
I'd be
man.
a great advocate for Gemini. I think I would.
That's the best Gemini commercial I ever heard. So
Really? What have you heard?
no, I know. I said that's the best commercial I heard. The best
Oh, okay,
advocate.
the best commercial. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Good way. Good way. Good way. For sure. My next question for you is, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color. I don't have a favorite color.
That's okay. Do you have a favorite
No,
number?
like dead ass. Like I love every single color there is. Like I would wear it and just like do it. Like I love it. But I know my go-to color to wear shit would be black. Black is like that's it. It's most definitely a statement for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Do you have a favorite number?
Can you repeat that?
Do you have a favorite number?
Do I have a favorite number? No.
That's okay. That's okay.
No.
That's
I
okay.
don't.
Um, my next question for you is, what are your five favorite foods?
My five favorite what?
Foods. Foods.
Food? Okay. Are we talking like
Anything.
I'm gonna just tell you. Okay, so my number one is soul food. Like, come on in. I'm from Memphis. Like, I like neck bones and collard greens and pinto beans, great northern beans. Like that shit. That's my shit. Two would have to be seafood. I like shrimp. That's my number one. No, yeah, my number one seafood for sure. And then it's crab legs. Number three, sushi. I love sushi. I like a good, California roll with tuna and avocado and rice. Like I love it. It's delicious. Um, Next would have to be steak, medium well. Um, Next, how many I got? How many was that?
I think that's three.
Five. All right. Chicken wings.
It's okay. It's okay. Um,
That's Yayo in the background. He constantly checking on me. It's hilarious.
that's how it's supposed to be. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. For
for
real.
sure.
For real, man. Man, that man showed me so much love. It's like, man, for real.
Very, for sure.
How he said, I
I
don't know
love
how.
it. Like I love the love. Like I'm all with this shit. Like
I don't know how I
man.
got an interview with Miss Elena. Like what?
But I don't know how I got an interview with Tony. No, two Tony. Come on now. The hell?
Man, this awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Like
for sure. This shit dope as hell.
for real. Like he doing this thing for sure. He doing this thing. I
Yeah.
hope he get that award. He got to get that award, bro. If he don't get that,
No, he didn't. He didn't win it. He didn't
oh,
win
it's
it,
over
but
with.
it's
It
okay.
already
It
did
was
it.
not. He was not expecting Cause he already know that his fam already got him. You know, his fam already know what's up. So outsiders, they gonna gather whatever they gather and perceive whatever they perceive. It is what it is. But fam already gonna, acknowledge that shit, show you that they see the love that you giving them. So this shit cutthroat.
For
This shit
real.
cutthroat. Yeah. He already was awarded for the shit when he first started. He was already awarded because
He already went off the muscle.
he got the people around him. Like that shit is a award itself. Reward. Like, come on now. Yep.
Man. Man, well, I'm gonna say this personally. I don't know the other people, but I can say ever since I met Mr. Yayo, he been working nonstop. Every day he got something going on. Man, that man always doing something. He always doing something. Always. And man, he the definition of a hard worker. For sure.
Yep.
All right, so Miss Elena, my next question for you is if you could visit 5 countries, where would they be?
How about what?
If you could visit 5 countries, where would they be?
Oh, first Bora Bora, two Cancun, three France, four Italy, five Australia.
You got 5 more? You said that so fast.
Oh, wee wee, pussy like a kiwi.
Yes, ma'am, Miss B. Shiesty.
Yeah, man, don't play with South Gang.
Bye, ma'am.
South Gang, we the one desire you. Don't play with Alana. She's so pretty.
Yes, ma'am, that's Miss
Thank you,
B.
babe.
Shiesty
Thank
the
you, girl.
Don. Man, Miss B. Shiesty, that's my dog too. She showed me
Yes.
a lot of love.
Yes.
For real. Man, appreciate you, Miss B. Shiesty. All right, so Miss Elena, my next question for you is it's okay, it's okay. My next question for you is would you rather go into space or deep sea diving?
Space? I don't want to go down there and see no fish. No, like dead ass. I'm pretty sure that there's more to see deep sea. Like, of course, there's always under the earth. But no, I don't want to see that. I want to see the galaxies and shit, like the planets and stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. My next question for you is what are your 5 favorite animals?
Five favorite animals: jaguar. I want to say the gorilla, lion, a giraffe, and oh
Take your time.
oh no, a chimpanzee, like a baby chimpanzee. Oh my gosh, she's so
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, my next question for you is what are your 5 favorite drinks?
drinks as far as what kind of drinks, like
Any kind.
sodas,
Any kind.
like any type of beverage. Okay, so my first one would have to be wine. Second, no, my first one water. My second wine. My third Sprite. Fourth lemonade, and my fifth sweet tea.
What is the perfect wine for you?
Oh my gosh, Moscato.
Do
Doesn't
you
matter what brand. It does not matter what brand because every Moscato is just great. That bitter wine, wonderful. It's really good. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, my next question for you is do you like to go shopping?
I love to go shopping. Come on now, you don't ask no woman that. Like, duh. I love to go shopping. I love to go shopping though, like dead ass. It's hard for me because I'm so small. Like I'm literally like an extra small. I'm 5'2" and like 120. My body is proportioned different as fuck. So it's like some shit fit me in certain places and then the other don't. So yeah, but other than that, I like to go shopping. I mostly do online shopping though, dead ass. Yeah, especially for me and my kids. Like online shopping is it because it's cheaper. Like for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
I agree. All right, so Miss Elena, my next question for you is: what are your plans for the next 5 years, and what are your plans for the next 10 years?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
What are your plans for the next 5 years and 10 years?
Okay, so my next 5 years, I want to go ahead and get my license for esthetician so I can start being an actual, licensed, certified, professional makeup artist. Like that's my main thing. Getting a suite. My 10-year goal would be I want to say just being my own boss, like not having to work no other job, but being, into makeup, being in my own purchase home, something that, if I leave, my kids can have and inherit. I would love to have that. And in 10 years, for sure, being able to pay for my kids to go to school if they choose to, like, because I know that'll be, going to the time to where they will be thinking about college, and I want to be able to do that for them, not have to worry about anything but school. It's, instead of being in school and actually trying to work a full-time job, like, how are you, like, yeah. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's a great answer. Um, my next question for you is: do you have any special talents?
Dance for sure. Um, like I said, I've been trained in ballet, jazz, tap, African, hip hop, classical, like all of that. I can act. Like not too many people know this, but I can for sure act. I can act. Three, makeup. Shit, like I do my own makeup. Look at me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: what is your message to the future generation of women?
I know the main thing, don't get strayed by, what you see on social media or in your environment. Like you don't have to be what you see, like you don't have to go by a trend because now, like, trends are very popular now. Like people are doing things that they wouldn't even normally do, but they're doing it because they see that that's what's popping. They see that that's what's getting the attention. Trust me, attention is the last thing that you have to worry about. First should be happiness. Two should be peace. Three should be like, like genuine love, like dead ass. Like all the other outside acceptance should not be the first thing that you focus on. Your own acceptance should be the first thing that's on your, like that's it, period. If it makes you happy, go for it. Don't not do it because somebody else said that you couldn't or because they said that you aren't good at it. Because trust me, just because that one person said they don't like it does not mean that the next won't or the next after them. So, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, my next question for you is, what would you like to tell your future self 20 years from now?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Y'all, the reason why we keep having to take so many breaks is because she's really working right now, in the process of working. And took the time out her busy night to do this
Yes.
interview. So please bear with us. But she's really a busy woman and she got other stuff to do right now. And as soon as she finishes this interview, she going right back to work. Um,
Yes.
yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you for that. Thank you.
Absolutely. My next question for you is, what would you like to tell your future self 20 years from now?
What would I like to work on myself?
What would you like to tell yourself
Oh, tell myself
20 years from now?
20 years from now? Right. Like what? 20 years from now? I don't know. Look at you. You made it. Like you here. You know. Yeah, you doubted yourself, but shit. You know. I
Yes,
guess
ma'am.
that would be some good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what would you like to tell your children 20 years from now?
My children.
20 years from now.
They still my baby. What? Like, duh. They're still my baby boys. I'm very sure that I'm going to be telling them that I'm proud of them. Like dead ass, because I have hope in my. I know that my babies are going to grow up to be very smart, intelligent, hustling black young men. So I have no doubts about that at all. I know that they're covered, with God, and whatever they put their mind to, like they gonna be able to do it. So if they see this 20 years from now, they be like, what? Like, yeah, I already knew what y'all were destined for. What? I already knew.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. My next question for you is, are there any shout outs that you would like to make to your friends or to your family?
Shit. First, I want to shout out to my they are my motivation. Two, I want to shout out to the soft gang, to the soft girls, period. Cause they really, hey, they really started me to pushing this modeling and, actually being able to recruit and bring other people in, be an influence for sure. Three, I want to shout out to just my fam. I want to shout out to every photographer who ever wanted to work with me. Like directed by Skin, yo, she is dope as hell. And she's always been on my side. She's always been able to call me up and just be like, look, you finna do this look, and I know we gonna kill it, and it's always chemistry. Yeah, I just want to shout out to Memphis, South Memphis. Shout out to where I'm from. Shout out to my folks. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What would you like people to know about you before they go to your social medias? What would you like people to know about you before they go to your social medias?
First thing, I'm pretty much, a pretty girl, down to work hard for whatever I want to do, work for whatever I, need, like, period. Like, I'm working for this shit, not looking for no handouts at all. I'm gonna be myself regardless. Like I don't care how I look, like my inside is always gonna be pure. It's always gonna be me. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, my next question for you is, how do you feel women are represented in the world?
It's kind of like a half and half. There's always the women who are feminists. They're not down for the whole I want to say fantasized woman. They're with the whole real, like the realistic woman, not what you see on magazines and stuff. And then the other half is the magazine women. But mainly just in the world, I want to say we're powerful. Like we're able to take care of our families. Like we're able to hold things together. Like come on now. The main person in the family is always grandma, big mama, or mama. Like we're the queens. Yep. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to get it out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, can you send a positive message to our brothers and our sisters on coming together?
Our brothers and sisters.
On coming together.
My main thing is not competing between each other. Uh, Pretty much just not focusing on what we're supposed to be doing as far as like gender roles and stuff. I feel like that gets really confused all the time because we're all focused on the wrong thing. If like one person want to do something and it's not the norm, like it's okay. Like come on, like we don't have to compete and fight all the time. We should be able to compromise and you know communicate.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, can you send a positive message to our black women around the world?
Black women love the skin you're in. Don't worry about how light it is. Don't worry about how dark it is. It does not matter. It don't matter what texture your hair is. Come on now, you beautiful as hell. Like there's nobody else like you. Come on. So don't compare yourself to any other woman of race, no other woman of tone, color, any of that. You are a goddess. Like melanin babes are beautiful shit. Like we live. Like what?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, Miss Elena, my last question for you is, what would you do if you were the president?
If I was the president,
Yes, ma'am.
I know for a fact I'll fuck with the folks who are in poverty, man. Cause I still stay in the hood. And like folks really be going through it. And like I feel like our government aren't focused on that shit like they should. Like they more focused on people outside of the country when we need to focus on what's going on here. Like it's a lot of kids who don't get shit to eat before they go to school. Like who don't have things to wear. Like it's for real and it's not focused on at all. And I really don't get it. And it's mainly in the black neighborhoods, hood shit. Like we gotta take care of everybody. And shit, like yeah.
Yes,
Sue
ma'am.
me out looking at me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, Miss Elena, I would like to tell you thank you so much for coming on my show. Is
Thank you
there
for having me, cause it's been a journey, but we here and we made it. We got it done.
Yes, ma'am. Is there anything that I didn't ask you, or is there anything that we didn't talk about that you would like to say?
I feel like all your questions questions were it. Like you helped me, pretty much like uh, express how I feel and who I am. Like you asked the right questions, so thank you for that. Thank you for guiding me. This is really new for sure. Like I told you. Yeah, we got everything pretty much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This was a great interview, Miss Elena. I would like to tell you thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are welcome back anytime, and you gave amazing answers. I really do appreciate you.